Hello, it's good to see you again. Today we're going to be using a nice but inexpensive toaster to toast a few things that are not toast. First of all, we're going to try cooking some steak in the toaster. And then we're going to make some Thai coconut pancakes. I'm going to try cooking a hot dog in the toaster. And finally, hash browns. First up, let's make our grilled cheese sandwich. I'm going to start by slicing some of the cheese. I'm using mozzarella and cheddar. Nice medium cheddar. We want pretty thin pieces of cheese. Now I'm going to apply some mayonnaise to the bread. Some people use butter. I'm using mayonnaise on the outside of the sandwich. Assemble your cheese into the sandwich. And we're going to attempt to place the sandwich into the toaster. It is much too thick. I'm going to call the grilled cheese part of this experiment a failure. I'll just make it on the stovetop the way one normally would and chalk that one up to experience. Toss the sandwich in the pan. Next up, we're going to cook some steak in the toaster, but first I have to cut into smaller toaster-sized pieces. Pretty thin cut, which I figured would fit better into the toaster, hopefully better than the sandwich did. So now, I'm going to salt it a little, pepper it a little. I'm going to try cutting this into smaller pieces that are roughly toaster size. Now, I can't believe this is a sentence I'm going to say, but I'm going to place the steak in the toaster. Set this to maybe 5 minutes. We'll see how this goes. I'll pull out early if it starts smoking. That's smoking. Looking okay so far. I'm going to try tipping it over. In for another couple of minutes. The outside is mostly quite cooked. It's a little pink at the corners. Very soft. It's actually pretty well cooked through, more so than I personally like. I tend to like things on the medium rare side, but it's not bad. My dog desperately wants some. Don't even think about it. The resulting steak is quite juicy. I think when toasted this way, one end gets better cooked than the other, which is interesting. For this experiment, I'm going to try cooking hash browns in the toaster. Now, I only have 2 of these hash browns left. Last time I went to the store, there weren't more. So, I really hope this works on the first attempt. I set it for 5 minutes. So now we're going to try the Thai coconut pancakes. Now for this, I'm going to place the toaster on its side like so. These are too large at the full size to fit in the toaster. Placing them in the toaster on its side appears to burn them. So instead, I'm just going to try putting them in the air fryer as is more traditional. Next up, we're going to be cooking a hot dog. First, I'm going to slice a slit down the middle of the dog to improve how much of the center gets cooked in the toaster. Likewise, we have these brioche hot dog buns from Trader Joe's. I'm just going to gently open up like that.
No, not for you.
There we go. All right, just going to put a few fixings on the hot dog. First of all, some onions, a couple slices of tomato, and some mustard. I wish I had some relish, but apparently we're out. The bun did split, but that's what happens sometimes. The hash browns are hash browns. They're pretty good. Worked out pretty nicely. The Thai coconut pancakes are delicious, even though I did cheat and cook them in the air fryer. The steak's not bad. It's not the best steak I've ever had, but it's honestly not bad for having been cooked in a toaster. The hot dog's probably the standout, although I do wish I had relish, but that's on me. On the whole, I think toasters are probably best used for cooking toast, but this was a fun experiment. I actually used this little device from last episode when I was cutting the onions and the tomato. It worked quite nicely. Thanks for watching. Feel free to see our other episodes. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you're wondering what happened to the grilled cheese sandwich, I ate that earlier.